Welcome back to our deep dive. Today we're exploring Humayun Ahmed's really poignant story, Opekkha, which means waiting. It throws us right into this question. What happens when someone you're waiting for just disappears? How does a family even begin to deal with that huge empty space, that uncertainty?
Well, this book gives us such a unique look into that. You see resilience, sure, but also the, frankly, absurd side of bureaucracy sometimes, and just the sheer emotional weight of not knowing. And it's all seen through this one family's experience. It really highlights these universal truths about coping when there's just no closure.
Yeah. So our goal here is to unpack those layers, right? The waiting, the coping, and maybe the surprising ways life just has to go on, even when someone's profoundly absent. It starts so.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, almost chillingly so. Iman's father, Hassanuzzahman, he's on the phone with his wife, Soraya. Mentions a new office phone. Seems totally normal.
Right, and then nothing. He's just gone. Vanished. No explanation, no trace.
That suddenness is key, isn't it? How does that seemingly mundane start affect how we understand what follows?
Oh, absolutely. Ahmed uses that abrupt void perfectly. It immediately puts you, the reader, into the family's disorientation, that uncertainty. It's the core theme, right, from page 1.
Right.
And then you have Hassanuzzahman's younger brother, Feroz. He gets landed with this massive, frustrating job of trying to find him.
Yeah, and talk about frustrating. The police response?
Yeah, totally dismissive. They're like, oh, nothing gets done here. Or making these awful, cynical suggestions about, missing girls or bodies being sold off. It's dehumanizing.
It really shows the futility, doesn't it? Feroz tries everything. Proper channels, like ads in big newspapers.
Even across the border in India. Ananda Bazar, statesman. You can feel his desperation.
Spends 3,000 taka checking passport records, just grasping at straws, any logical possibility.
And when those rational paths lead nowhere.
He turns to the unconventional, this eccentric theosophical medium.
Right, someone claimed to talk to the unseen. But what does he get? Just vague promises, these long, rambling stories about the afterlife. Nothing concrete.
It really paints a picture of just how powerless you feel and how far you'll go for even a sliver of hope, maybe even false hope.
And while all this external chaos is happening, you've got Soraya's internal turmoil. Amidst everything, she finds out she's pregnant. Unexpectedly.
And it's Hassanuzzahman's mother, Aklima Begum, who notices first. When Soraya's only 3 months along. Shows that family intuition, maybe?
Possibly. Then there's this dramatic emergency, and the baby arrives, a daughter,
Zaprova. Beautiful morning or beautiful light. Such a contrast to the darkness they're living in.
It really is. But Hassanuzzahman's absence just eats away at Soraya's mood. She becomes deeply irritable, understandably, perhaps.
Yeah, and it spills over, affects the kids. Like that incident where she accidentally hits Iman, cuts his lip. It's rough.
It shows the ripple effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just about the person who's gone. It's about everyone left behind trying to cope with this massive unknown. And young Ayman's view is fascinating, too. He's just over 5, loses a front tooth, seems almost indifferent. Kids process things so differently.
He even picks up strange phrases from his grandmother, Aklima Begum, like punde bayatha.
Yeah, a sort of folksy term for being persistently annoyed or bothered. Aklima herself is quite a character. Doesn't wear a blouse under her sari, chews pan constantly. Very traditional, maybe eccentric.
Adds a layer of texture to the family dynamic. And Iman's bond with his uncle Feroz seems really important.
It is. Feroz tries to explain Soraya's state to Ayman. He uses this analogy.
The overturned tortoise.
Exactly. Someone stuck on their back, struggling, needing help to get upright again. It's such a powerful image for a child, trying to explain deep emotional struggle. That feeling of being unable to fix things yourself.
Really highlights the isolation. But things get worse, don't they, financially?
Yeah, the pressure mounts. They're living by selling off ancestral land because Feroz is also unemployed. The strain is immense.
Which leads to Soraya's decision.
To leave. To go to her elder brother's house. She's frustrated with Feroz, calls it misbehavior. She sees his red eyes during arguments about the baby's care as disrespect, maybe not seeing the stress he's under, too.
It's just tragic. The support system kind of breaks down under the weight of it all.
It really does.
So Opekkha just lays it all bare. The waiting for a person, for answers, for some kind of healing, for things to go back to normal, even though you suspect they never really will.
It's a powerful look at how messy and resilient, but also heartbreaking, life can be when you're living with absence.
A real testament to that struggle.
So maybe the thought to leave you with is this. When life flips us over, like that tortoise Feroz described, How do we find that external help he talked about? Or is it more about learning to adapt, to just live with the struggle?